Shirley Moore, 634 Woodland. Just a couple of items. This document, the draft DSP, I've heard a couple of people say that it's not out for review. It is indeed out for review. It's dated May 2006. It's on the city website. It's supposed to be at the library. It's also supposed to be out at the city counter. I don't know whether it is or not. But anybody can go up to the website, download this document, and go through it, and I would encourage everybody in this town to do it. And this DSP, in its current iteration, we should all be scared to death that this thing is going to pass. It does imply, and not imply, it states quite clearly, up to 4 stories, up to 45 units per acre, and those are construction bonuses that we're going to give to people, supposedly, not we, you, will give to people because they've done exemplary architecture or something. 45 units an acre is an incredibly high density for this town, and we should all be extremely concerned. What Kurt Zimmerman and what Don Watts and what Joe Mosca also said when they were up for election, they were referring to this draft DSP in its current iteration. Of course, Kurt is condemning the current document because it does not reflect the general plan, which says that we want to preserve our small town village character. How does 45 units an acre preserve that? How does an additional 325 or more residential units? And this is not fear-mongering, Joe. This is not misinformation, Joe. And this is all information that's been showing up in the Sierra Madre Weekly and all over town in various iterations. It's coming directly from this plan. And I pulled the plan and read it myself so that I could confirm what Kurt was saying, so that I wasn't just blindly backing what Kurt and Don and other people are saying about this plan. It says up to 45 units per acre. This is frightening, and we should be frightened about this. This is not fear-mongering. And I have no problem with us continuing this process and discussion. It's important to everybody in this town, but it is also important to everybody in this town that everybody on this council be willing to put this before a vote of the people, in a binding referendum, something that the vote of the people, well, maybe 40% isn't a majority, but 40% is the biggest turnout we've had in this town for an election in years. And again, those are the people that are coming out that really care about what's going on in this town. So you put this before a vote of the people after you've gone through the process. I don't see why there's a problem tonight in passing this resolution and putting it to making it a binding referendum. I don't see what the problem is. Why are you afraid to do this? We know there's going to continue to be a long process, and it should not, as Enid stated, make you abdicate your authority in any way, make you change your vote in any way. You're still going to participate in the process just like all the rest of us are. But we would like to know that you're all dedicated to putting this in front of a vote of the people. I think 40% of the voters in this town are far more representative for an issue of this magnitude. And as Lee Klein and Linus both stated, and they've lived in this town both 40, 50 years or more, this is the biggest issue that's hit us ever. And we deserve the right to vote on this. This is our town. Yes, you are our elected representatives, but I can tell you right now, I have no confidence in 5 people voting on this issue for me. I have more confidence in the people in this town coming out and making a decision on a revised downtown specific plan. Something that I would be willing to support if it was revised appropriately and downsized tremendously. But we had that opportunity to continue that process. We need to be able to also know that at the end of that process, and that is what this resolution says, at the end of this process, when the EIR is certified, that you call for the vote. Thank you.